Out to be quite a good session in terms of the broader markets and a lot of the pharmaceutical stocks which continue to be in focus. The spotlight, in fact, is on the entire pharma space, which has actually seen some amount of recovery today after the executive order that came out last evening. Now, Trump, remember, signed the executive order to align US drug prices with peer nations. The mechanism is basically to let patients buy drugs directly at the most favored nation prices. Now, US drug prices, remember, are over 3 times higher than in other OECD countries. US funds 75% of global pharma profits despite being under 5% of the population. And Americans subsidize foreign discounts through inflated domestic prices, according to the executive order. Now, the impact, the reason why you're seeing a lot of the pharma stocks higher is because the executive order is not as binding as the April 2020 version, which was any which way blocked by courts. The order focused on patients who want to directly buy drugs from manufacturers. And around 8% of the population is not covered by any health insurance as per Macquarie. So the number of people impacted by this is around 8% favorably. There is no mention of Medicare or Medicaid channels in the executive order. The focus, according to the experts, is basically on big pharma and innovative drug companies. The aim is to equalize pricing of patented drugs available in Europe and Canada as compared to the US, because the prices are cheaper there. Aim is to eventually remove the middlemen in drug pricing in order to reduce the prices. And there is no direct fallout, according to experts, on generic drugs and biosimilars. As you can see in today's trading session, all of the stocks are reacting positively. The street will, however, wait to see the steps on import tariffs on pharmaceuticals. Macquarie has written on it. They spoke on Sun Pharma specifically, where they said that 20% of sales comes from their specialty drug business. 80 to 90% of the specialty drug business sales come in from the US. So it was impacted on account of the possibility of what could come out. And specialty drug Illumia has some amount of Medicare exposure. Now, with the executive order being benign, Sun Pharma has seen some amount of recovery, and Macquarie is of the opinion that the impact is not as much as anticipated.